Hey guys, this video is our introduction to fingerspelling. It is going to cover that first page of your notes if you're following along. And it's going to talk about the 3 C's, why we fingerspell, and then some receptive fingerspelling. So let's go. If you take a look at this slide, you can try and start filling in the blanks. Your brain is automatically going to try and figure out which ones fit and which words don't fit. You have a topic to kind of help you figure out what it's going to be. You have some letters that you can see, and then how many spaces you need to fill in. So those 3 things are going to help you figure out that the fruit is an apple, the fast food place is Taco Bell, the president is Harry Truman, the famous singer is Beyonce, and the state is Arizona. So with this activity, similar to how your brain started thinking about what those words could or couldn't be because of the topic, the length of the word, and the letters that you can see, this is going to be similar to how we approach fingerspelling. We have what we call our 3 C's of fingerspelling. Our first C is the context, similar to like what the topic you guys were seeing with fruit, president, singer. That context of fingerspelling is going to help you figure out what is being discussed and what word is being fingerspelled. So we don't have a sign for everything, so sometimes you're going to see fingerspelled words, but you can anticipate that. Like if you're asking somebody, what is your name? You can anticipate someone is going to fingerspell their name to you. So with that context of the conversation, you can already mentally prepare, okay, I asked them their name, the context is name, whether it's a male or female's name. That kind of helps you eliminate some options. And then you can focus on what they sign a little bit more. Topic of conversation. Also, we'll do some fingerspelling practices in this class where we will give you a topic such as fruit and then fingerspell 10 words, 10 fruits. So that context again will already help you start thinking about, okay, what fruits do I know? What fruits do I eat? What fruits do I see when I go to the grocery store? And so then when it's fingerspelled and you see the letters or the word as a whole, it'll help you pick out what word that was. The next C is what we call configuration. That's going to be the shape of the fingerspelled word. So just like when we had the blanks, you could see how many blanks there were. Well, configuration of a word is going to help you see, was it a longer word or was it a shorter word? When you guys learn about different types of letters, was it a palm down letter? Was the letter facing to the side? Was there movement in the letter? So all of that is configuration to kind of help your brain figure out what you saw, what shape you saw, to help you figure out what the word is as a whole. And then our last C is closure. Similar to when you have some of the letters in the blanks and then you're filling in the rest. That closure is completing the picture with the parts that you already have. So if you have the context, you saw that it's a long word and you got some of the letters, then now that closure is there to watch it again. You can ask for clarification, see it again, and fill in those blanks. And then sometimes you do have to just take an educated guess. But those 3 C's will help you. They are all a mental process. As soon as you see a topic, you'll start thinking about these things. You'll recognize the shape of a word. And if you're in a conversation, that fingerspelling takes place because you ask someone, what's your name or what's your favorite restaurant? You can start anticipating that there's going to be a fingerspelled word. And these 3 C's, that mental process, will help you get towards, okay, this is what that word was. When do we fingerspell? Oftentimes for proper nouns. Names of people, my name, your name, you will always fingerspell those. Even if you have what we call a name sign, you're still going to introduce yourself by fingerspelling it first and then signing your name sign if you have one. Other proper nouns like brands of things, book titles and movie titles, anything with a proper noun or the title of something, you're going to fingerspell. Also for our cities and states, while some of our cities and states do have a sign, we are going to fingerspell them first and then give the sign because our signs can be regional. So here in Orlando, we will learn the sign for Orlando, we'll learn the sign for Florida, but if I'm meeting someone that lives across the country and I just sign this word to them, they may not recognize what that place is. So you want to fingerspell it clearly first and then give the sign. And then we're also going to fingerspell for any English concept that just doesn't have an ASL equivalent. So we have tons and tons of words in our English dictionary. We only have so many ASL signs because a lot of those synonyms in English, we may only have one sign for in ASL, and then other words in English that we may have no ASL equivalent. So when that takes place, we are just going to fingerspell the